Yo, what's up YouTube? My name is Daniel.
I'm Stefan.
And today we're here to review Bleach Chapter 623.
Against the Judgment. So, Bleach characters have a really pesky habit of not dying like we've seen time and time and time again.
As we've learned, as we talked about in our first ever video of our Bleach reviews, we talked about Kubo having a problem with not finishing off characters. But anyway, so the chapter opens up with Aizen, after he shot off his Ryotsu beam to take down the Soul Palace. It was pretty much futile, and he realizes that the bonds that he has on himself, are not just restraining his Ryotsu, but more importantly, they're restraining his Ryotsu to his body, as was noted by Captain Kurosuchi.
So we then find out that 4 of the Stern Riders actually make it. Stern Rider H, U, Z, and G.
So then H kills off U, and he basically says to Captain Kuryoku that, hey man, we are done with Geobok shit, and if you want our help, we will help you in reaching the Soul Palace, but you're going to have to take us, because when we get there, we're going to deal with him for how, he basically betrayed them.
So now we have a temporary alliance between Soul Reapers and Quincy, and so now they're just going to, I guess, tag along Aizen and bring him up there.
So I feel that this chapter, for me, it didn't really cut it for me, because I remember talking last chapter that I didn't like the fact that Kubo is, bringing characters back to life. And what happens in this chapter, he brings back the certain matter that he talked about, Geobok, initiating the sequence, and the power-up that he got, or, unveiling his powers, that he was taking, basically killing all his subordinates, that were, in the Surte. So seeing them come back with just minor burns and scuffs, it's kind of like, Kubo, can you keep any character just dead? Like, just kill them.
It's about consistency.
It's if you're gonna kill a character, I feel like you should just kill them off. Keep them dead, especially if you're gonna go through an extravagant way to show that they're dead. Just keep them dead. But I am excited to see where this chapter goes, because I know that now that they have this temporary alliance and they're linking up and going to the Soul Palace, how is that going to interact with Juyabak, or more importantly, how is that going to interact with Ichigo? How is that, Ishida seeing them come back? I want to see how that's all going to, interact and change, and, what's going to happen after that. So for me, I'm going to give this chapter a 6 out of 10. I really wouldn't have liked, I really hope that the characters were dead, and maybe Kubo came up with another reasoning, or maybe, another plot twist or something else to show us that, how they were going to enter the Soul Palace. But bringing back those characters just really, nailed it for me. So I'm going to give this chapter a 6 out of 10.
I really feel this chapter could have been better, but just the consistency issues with the characters staying dead and, coming back continuously really bothers me. But it will be interesting to see them all go back up to the Soul Palace and see how Ichigo interacts with Aizen. Who knows, maybe he'll, have a big freak out, and then we'll get to see some holification maybe again, because we haven't really seen it for a long time. Altogether, I give this chapter a 6 out of 10. Just wasn't that impressive.
Yeah, it really wasn't, guys, but we would love to hear what you guys have to say, so please don't be afraid to like or subscribe, or, post a comment and tell us if you disagreed with it, or, what are some of your thoughts, what are some of your predictions for next chapter. So anyway, guys, I'm Daniel.
I'm Stefan.
And thank you guys for watching.
Later.
Have a good day. Peace.